Okay, so here's the summary. Today, I've got another Bayonetta 3 weapon guide, and it's going to be on Simoon and Malphus. So, if you have ever played Bayonetta 2, you know that this weapon has taken a lot of inspiration from Rakshasa. And you'll find out in a minute. So, the first thing that is cool about this weapon is that it plays very, like I said, it plays very similar to Rakshasa because.
I can find a way to lift that.
So that's the basic punch string. So it definitely has the rapid jab. And then for kicks, you'll do that. But I feel like it's much better to, dodge offset the kicks. So if you did, so that's what the dodge offset looks like. And that's what the regular version looks like. I think the regular version is just slightly longer. So you can just, well, that one is just slightly faster. So if you want to do the faster or slower one, just depends on the situation. Anyways, so let's see. The main gimmick with this weapon is that if you hold down the punch and kick button, you will do a front sort of burst attack. And this takes inspiration from Rakshasa because it also has a charge mechanic. And similar to the kicks, it also does that same thing. Now, it's actually not very optimal to use the fully charged version because of how long it takes, but there's a really cool thing you can do where if you hold it down for just long enough to where you're right at charging and then let go into the next attack, it's actually a much better sequence. So it looks like this. That's actually really, really good. So doing that is very good in terms of, comboing. So you can do stuff like that with that specific style. So, very similar animations to Rakshasa. The 3 punch, 3 kick. It's like that. Then the punch, kick, punch is that. Punch, kick, kick is like that. But I feel like punch, kick, punch is just superior just because it has more range. But the one thing I want to say about Simoon is that it's much more of a front attack weapon and a lot of a front AoE attack weapon. So it's really good for single targets and giant enemies, but just not very good with AoE. I mean, that last hit does have some AoE. I mean, it does have some attacks that will be AoE attacks. So for example, circle punch is one of them. You will spin some tornadoes around you. Anyways, forward punch is just a thrust forward. This is just a good spacing. This is just a really good rushdown tool. And then forward kick, you'll do a kick that leads into 2 more hits. That's really good, gap closer for kicking as well. The back punch and back kick attacks are just your standard, upward attacks. And, Afterburner Kick and Witch Twist are also really good. So you can do really good stuff with this weapon. It just has to be with a single target. Then for back to forward punch, you will do an X scissor in front. So that's a good burst attack. Just quick little bit of damage when you're in a tight spot. And then for back to forward kick, you'll lunge forward and do a big claw swipe up. And I think you can combo this into itself with other kick moves. So that's a good thing to think about. Then for circle kick, you'll do 3 claw swipes, but I feel like this is just a better version of that, and also this combo, just because it comes out faster. And it doesn't make a difference while in the air. Then there's one finisher where you'll do a tornado in the front. That's a good single target attack. And then for gun, you will shoot out some wind blades, which do come out pretty fast. From about here, they can still reach the cube thing. Then if you hold down the gun button, you will do a single slice, but this is more of a good wide attack. So it'll just go out forwards. You don't really have to rely on left-right movement. It's just a standard, slice forward. And then for circle gun, you shoot out a ton of those wind blades around you. And this attack is very fast and really good for big targets, since it will hit many, many times, and it's just a good combo tool in general. Then we have Malphus. So just open this up real quick. So this is a really good place to do the special. So the first thing you have to do is that you have to constantly be pressing the jump attack, or the jump, to be able to, maintain your height, because Malphus will eventually go lower as time goes on. So that's something you have to keep in mind while using this demon. Anyways, so special, you will grab things, and then you can either so if you grab it and press grab and press the punch button, you will throw that said object forward. And if you do kick, you will just simply slam it back down. So depending on the situation at hand, both are viable moves. And then if you press gun while in that state, you'll throw it out a bit further. So let's see if I do it with, starting here, starting here, punch a small throw forward.
Spread your wings.
Whereas gun, still kind of the same distance, so both are interchangeable. And then for, you know, other attacks, let's see.
Spread your wings.
Basic kick, or no, sorry, basic punch,
Spread your wings.
you will just rush forward. Nothing too special,
Spread your wings.
just a standard, you know, headbutt.
Spread your wings.
Then for kick, you will do 2 swipes
Spread your
down
wings.
below. So it's only good if your enemy is like right underneath you
Spread your wings.
for it to really be accounted for. Then for
If you would.
gun, you'll just gust some air around.
Spread your wings.
So nice like AoE front AoE attack. Then
Spread your
for
wings.
back to forward punch,
Do it.
you will basically do an improved version of the standard
Do it.
of these standard punch, but just with a bit more oomph to it, and you'll go a bit farther. And then for back to forward kick,
Now to attack.
you will, let's see,
Now to attack.
oh, right.
Spread your
Okay,
wings.
so it's similar to that. You basically just go down faster, which is good for
Now to attack.
just fast aerial movement to the ground.
Spread your wings.
And then for circle punch,
Do it.
you will do a big swoop upwards. So,
Spread your wings.
as you can see, this demon is a bit hard to control since you have to keep
Spread your
pressing the
wings.
jump button in order to maintain height.
Spread your wings.
And then for circle kick, you will do
Now to attack.
sort of a gust forward. So, this demon is just really good
Spread your
for
wings.
single targets or just for 1v1s because it doesn't have very much AoE to it. There's not really a whole lot of moves that are just like, you know, good
Spread your wings.
tools for crowd control. Then for back to forward
Unleash it.
gun, you'll shoot out a bunch of feathers in front of you. And that's really, really good. That's probably your best move just because you can just
If you would.
because these will lock on to your opponent and do a multi-hit. So this is a really good like damaging move and probably its best move. And then for circle gun, you'll summon a tornado. And it's cool because if you let's say I have let's see. If I do circle gun, and then it will actually ignite the tornado on fire. So you can do that sort of thing also with Gamora, where you can basically give that tornado even more damage. So that's a really good combo tool.
Spread your wings.
And this will also pick up smaller objects, so if you are in a place like Tokyo or France, then
Spread your wings.
it will add that sort of thing to your combo. So that's also a cool thing to keep in mind. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this guide. If you are enjoying this type of content and want to see guides on want to see me cover your favorite weapon, or if you enjoyed me covering your favorite weapon, leave a like and subscribe to turn on notifications so that you get notified when I post the next guide, since that's what I'm kind of doing right now on my channel. And with that being said, later.